Alright, hello. So, on today's video I got a couple of cool things that I feel called to talk about. Number one, elephant in the room, for me at least, I did not post a video yesterday. Yep, it happened. I failed, went 6 days straight, did not have the discipline to make the 7th video, and I don't like not following through. So today, not only am I doing this video and posting it, I'm going to make 2 other videos. Just not necessarily to make up for yesterday, because that doesn't really, not the most constructive way to look at things when you fail. More so to prove to myself that it's something that can be done. That my lack of action wasn't a lack of potential, a lack of capacity. It was simply a reminder that I have work to improve on my own discipline. And that's one of the topics I want to go over today, is discipline and productivity. And when we get stuck into the rut of whatever normal habits and routines that we have, how do we break past that? And I'm going to do so not as some guru or fancy doctor or scientist or therapist or life coach or whatever. No, I'm going to share this story as some dude who also struggles with discipline and being able to adapt in the change and to just quit being a bitch and do what it takes to actually succeed. So in particular, one of the things that we've been working on, just as myself and my partner and my associate, is making a new company. Now this has had its own series of challenges, from starting from scratch and from also still working on previous stuff that takes a good bit of our time. And what we've decided is that we want to make an agency that is more accessible, that's got affordable pricing, and our objective is to be able to leverage our relationships and our knowledge of global markets to be able to access an affordable talent pool while also using our skills and our experience to be able to have a higher quality of services rendered. So in layman's terms, in basic English, we want to offer twice the value for half the price in digital marketing, to democratize the industry and make it to where anybody, it's not make it to where Facebook ads and Google Analytics and they set up the proper retargeting structures and email marketing, like the things that as of now are reserved either for people who have, one, spent hundreds or thousands of hours studying and practicing in the industry, or two, people who have the money to hire experts. And even then, your chances of success are not guaranteed. Even as someone I would call myself a professional, I don't have a guarantee that things are going to work. So I say that because that's a big objective. That requires entire new infrastructure, entire new systems, entire new training, not to mention that we need to localize everything that we do in not just English, but also into Russian and preferably Ukrainian. So it's something where I say that because we have been grinding for weeks to get the new website up, to put together the social, to create new SOPs and procedures, and to be able to figure out a new lead gen strategy, a way to get customers without using ad spend, without having money to make this all happen. And I feel like we're massively behind schedule. It was more than 2 weeks ago that I said, hey guys, let's get this kicked off, let's launch. And it's like every single week, I don't know if, I don't know, actually I do know, it's something where every single week to set a goal, little details have been missed and made it to the deadline was pushed back. Even this last weekend, my intention was to create a email sequence so that whenever I reach out to people, we're doing cold traffic, so we're literally just going to cold call people and build and nurture that relationship to really build trust and earn the first round of clients. I'll definitely be documenting this. But it's something where I didn't do it. I didn't complete it in time. I don't have an email sequence. We have a website. It's mostly good. I'd say it's actionable enough, just a little couple of bugs here and there. I don't really have a video script. I wanted to make a script so I could actually better communicate with people as I send out cold video emails. Didn't make one. So I say this because this is the raw, real side to it. Yeah, I'm sure a month, 2 months, 6 months from now, it's going to look awesome and have thousands of customers and be working with businesses all over the world. But the ugly fact is in the beginning stages of making a business, and I would go so far as to say the beginning stages of doing anything, that's largely meaningful and worthwhile in life is going to take more than you think. It will take more time. It will take more process. There will be setbacks. And while we can strategize and think, okay, I want to make a new company, therefore I need a website, I need some social, and I need something to sell and a person to sell it to. Makes sense in theory, yet then you have the obstacles and challenges, whatever might be coming up along the way, and then you need to fix and overcome those things and also put that new stuff together. And I want to document what that looks like, because it's not some, I see a lot of people with massive levels of discipline and just incredible amounts of action taken every single day. People that seem to do the impossible as a norm, and they just don't seem to abide by the same laws of reality and physics as the rest of us humans. At the same time though, the people I've studied who are at that level, they actually aren't different. They're not special. They don't have some green reptilian skin that they're hiding behind those clothes. No, they're flesh and blood. Squishy and pink on the inside, just like any of us. They have the same struggles and challenges with discipline, with focus, with being able to have the discernment to know which actions to take, which initiatives to invest. And I share that because even myself, I found it's easy to find the humanity, the normalcy in people, and to be inspired, not held back by that, to not use that as an excuse that we are human, but instead to look at it as a reality that can be changed, and it depends on us. So the thing that I've done that I feel is going to be one of the biggest moves I've ever made is the 5-4-3-2-1 rule. This is by a lady, oh goodness, I forgot her name. Her name is Mel. If you go to YouTube and type in Mel 5-second rule, I assure you that she will show up. This is a video, actually, a TED Talk, that I've seen in my suggested videos for years. I remember it, probably 6 years now. I've been consciously aware of this video. I've known about the concept, and weirdly enough, I think at one point I even started watching a video, an interview that had her, where she talked about the 5-second rule. And from listening to that, I guess I felt I listened to the whole thing, and it was good enough. And this morning, I woke up probably about 20 minutes later than I wanted to. And I was so angry with myself, because I was thinking, I still hadn't forgave myself from yesterday and not finishing the CRM. And so I decided, you know what, Anand? No excuses. Fuck the alarm. I woke up at 6:55, wanted to wake up at 7. I was like, fuck the alarm. Don't lay here for 5 minutes. Get up now. And I did. And I thought about it. I went, holy shit, the 5-second rule. Why have I not been doing that? Because there's been so many times I've been bouncing from working with a client over here to doing sales over there to making follow-ups over there to doing a training over here to constantly creating different things and completing different tasks, and I'll have inefficiencies between them. Time where I'm either gathering my head or maybe I'm doing a task and it's not the wrong task to be doing, but there's other tasks that I need to do. But I keep doing the single task because I want to finish it, I want to see it to perfection, and really that's an excuse to not get to the other thing. So I remembered this 5-second rule and I was like, why have I not been using this whole time? Well, this whole time I mean this whole European journey thing. So, decided today I'm going to do it. Said 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, started cleaning the apartment. Going in and tidying things up, made my bed. The last couple of days I haven't been drinking the lemon tea, and I realized that yesterday I calculated 3.5 liters of beer. I don't know what that is in, not metric, but a lot. Give an example. This is 6 liters of beer, of water. I drank half of that in beer yesterday. And I realized, I was kind of scratching my head, how did that happen? I know how it happened. I was seeing a buddy of mine, and 1 turned to 3, and then I had a liter in the midday for brunch yesterday. But I thought, how is that serving me? What is that doing to get me to my future? And I thought, well, would the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 have stopped me? Have made me at least reconsider? And the answer is yes. So I drank my lemon tea, so helped to purify myself, stuff like that. I exercised, which I haven't done in a couple of days, and I watched the video. I finally watched the video of it that this lady, Mel, put together. And I've got to say, I love it. This is one of the most powerful things that I've seen. Again, not new information. I've literally studied the science behind it. But the way she talks about the knowledge and doing gap, the same way that, well, I guess literally every other life coach does. But to be reminded of that, to see that we don't have an issue of knowing. It's not that I don't know how to make an email CRM. It's not that I don't know how to bring in new customers from a new company. The reality is that it's just a matter of doing. And when it comes to hyper-productive, massively successful people, they're people that have gotten into the habit of being comfortable, making themselves uncomfortable, not allowing themselves to stay doing that task that feels nice because they have competence in it, but to be able to dive into the next thing that needs to be done, and to have the awareness and to have developed themselves enough to make sure that things are done with excellence. So I share that because at this stage here, it's something where I would call myself a productive person. Like, I still work probably 15 plus hours a day. Like, a short day for me is 8 to 12 hours, and it doesn't happen often. A long day for me is 20 to 24 hours if I literally stay up all day and work. And so I'm not lazy. At the same time, it's something where I know that if I put myself next to Gary Vee, if I put myself next to Elon Musk, I'm not going to be able to stand up with them. And that's something I want to be working on. And so what that looks like today, because I'm doing these vlogs to document the process, is one, I didn't make a video yesterday. I'm making 2 more videos today. One for the video that was supposed to be done yesterday, and a second one just because, well, call it a give and a take. And I'm going to do this, continue practicing what is it I'm doing. Plus, I think it'll be pretty cool to show how, as of now, we don't know if this is going to work, per se. Like this whole strategy we're doing to bring in new customers. So it'll be fun to have a video that's like, hey, here's what we think will happen, and then to look back at it after we do this and see what actually happens. Second part to that, my goal is to figure out how to send 500 cold emails a week as one individual person. And I want to see what that takes. I want to know what kind of work ethic, what kind of drive, what types of challenges are faced along that way. And for most people I've talked with who said that, they said that's a really ambitious number and it's probably impossible. And these are people sugarcoating, but they're like, that's not going to happen, bro. So that's something where I want to smash through that. I want to be able to take a look at my system and see that I send 500 videos in 1 week. And so I say that because it's something where I have a specific goal that I can quantify to be able to test my development in becoming more productive. Because what I do know is in order to achieve that, I will, one, have to throw the 8-hour work concept out the window. It might be 12 to 15 hours. 2, it's done through camera, through video. I can track all of it. It's in my systems. 3, I have to be organized enough to still maintain awareness of the other responsibilities in my life. The other clients that I'm working with, my team, whatever training, whatever oversight might need to happen, whatever collaboration and masterminding needs to occur. My friends, to be able to at least, actually there's not a whole lot I'd really be doing, but because I'm going to be super focused. So maybe on my friend's side, just if someone reaches out, be able to talk with them briefly, but to be aware of how much time am I spending with friends. So this probably ain't going to be the week that I'm going to be hanging out and chilling and doing a whole lot of stuff. No, this is going to be a week of action. And I want to be sharing everything here. So I shared this video because productivity, guys, for anybody who, let me see what my time looks like. It's going to be amazing when I have a video editor and I haven't even put the system for that where I don't need to do this stuff live, but I'm going to do it raw right now. So guys, I say this because any entrepreneur, probably any human for that matter, has put their mind towards something, tried, and didn't succeed. Not because they weren't capable, not because they didn't have the skill sets or the knowledge, simply because they lacked the discipline to follow through, to take action. And I wanted to share this video because I have the same challenges. And the same way I know I can overcome them, I know you can too. If there's ever something that you try, you say, I'm going to read today, I'm going to exercise today, I'm going to diet today. I'm not going to drink 3.5 liters of beer today. Whatever it is you tell yourself, if you don't do it, it doesn't mean you have to become a neurotic psychopath and tear yourself down, but it's something where you also don't let yourself get away with it. Don't let yourself just stop. One of the things Mel said is that when we're kids, our parents are there to tell us what we need to do when we don't want to do it. When I was a kid, I didn't like sitting still. I didn't like to have to brush my teeth. I don't know, like just stupid stuff. Make my bed, hated it. My mother made me. And now as an adult, it's something where I have to parent myself. And Mel reminds people that we make this transition to 18 and all of a sudden we parent ourselves. So I say that because it's something where imagine yourself like a parent. And if, imagine yourself as a parent like that you would imagine a good parent. If your parents are fucking assholes, that doesn't mean be a fucking asshole to yourself. What I mean is, look at yourself with love, with encouragement, stern, yet moving forward. In this case here, forgive yourself, make a small consequence, but a consequence that betters you in a way. Maybe it's, okay, I didn't eat right or drink right yesterday, so I'm going to do 20 push-ups today or something. I don't know, maybe it's, I was supposed to do 100 cold calls and I only did 50 cold calls. Okay, great. Do 100 cold calls today and also listen to 3 of your calls and tear them apart. Share them with somebody, whatever it might be. So I say this because if you're a person who also has ambitious goals, who's pursuing something great, stick with it. And if you fall behind, don't beat yourself up too much. Be aware of what happened. Figure out what actions you can take to overcome that and get back in the game. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm Anand Houston, and if you have any comments or feedback, please leave them in the comment section below. And until next time, bye for now.